It mean a lot, you know. It mean a lot for my career. I would want to do a tournament. So when I did Bellator, I was hoping for them to do a tournament, but it's never got around to doing the middleweight one. You know, so PFL bringing in a new middleweight division. I mean, being in there, yeah, it mean a lot, you know.
How much of your goals are not only winning this tournament, becoming tournament champion, getting the rematch with Johnny? Is it all about that, or is it just showing that you're absolutely one of the best in the world?
It's about showing I'm the best in the world, and that's it. You know, I think by going out there, beating Josh, beating the winner of the Roster versus Jeffrey fight, winning the Johnny rematch. That's what it's about. You know, it's all about just taking these guys out and showing that I am the best in the world.
Fabian, you're 2 wins away from a world title and the prize money. Does this feel like the biggest fight of your career?
It does, but to be honest, every fight, you know, like every fight's the biggest fight because if you don't win that fight, you don't go on to do good things. So it's a big moment, big opportunity, but I'm just taking it one fight at a time, you know.
Then Josh is a very tricky fighter on the ground. Do you see this as a grappler versus striker matchup?
Nah, I see this as a grappler versus a well-rounded mixed martial artist, and that's it. You know, I can do everything. I can grapple, I can strike, I can clinch, I can everything. So it's a grappler versus someone that can do everything.
And then you mentioned the other side of the bracket with Dalton Roster and Aaron Jeffrey. You obviously have a win over Aaron Jeffrey. Who would you like to face in the final?
I don't mind. I think it's all the same. Like the next 3 opponents, it's all similar in terms of their tactics versus mine. They're all going to go in there looking to just solely grapple. I'm going to go in there and look to fight in all areas. So regardless if it's Roster or Jeffrey, I'm happy with both. Thank you.
Fabian, Joshua thinks you explained that you might be overlooking him a little bit. What do you say to that? Are you okay?
The way I prepared, my preparation, I've said that I'm not. You know what I mean? If I prepped in a way where I'm not putting the extra hours in, I'm not getting the rounds, you know what I mean? If I'm not doing all the hard shit, that's me overlooking him. I've prepped hard, so I never overlook anyone. And for him to think that, he'll be in for a rude awakening.
That's all for me. Good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
So, Josh, I think it was great and similar to his question. Thinks you're overlooking him. So, how do you expect the fight to go? Do you think he goes the distance, or do you think you take him out early?
I think the fight, in my head, how I envision it is I go in there and I just show that I'm the better fighter. And whether that leads to a finish or not, I don't know. You know, because even with the Impa fight, I didn't know it would lead to a finish, but I just knew that I was a better fighter than him. So if Josh can handle the pressure that I'm going to put on him and the shots that I'll be landing, and he hangs in there, then fair play. If not, then he might get taken out.
He also said he thinks he has a better chin than you. Do you think that's true?
You see, that's what I mean. Like, his style is around being tough. He hasn't said, I think I'm better skilled than him. You know what I mean? I'm the better fighter than him. I make the better decision. His thing is, I'm the tough guy. Okay, you can be the tough guy. But when I land elbows and knees and I cut you open and all of these things and I keep going, let's see how tough you are.
Hi. You win this tournament, do you feel you have unfinished business with Johnny Evans?
Yeah, definitely. You know, definitely. I felt like with the last fight with me and Johnny, I was close. You know, there's a few little decision making from my part, but I feel like it's a fight I can win. I think when that fight finished, he knew that I can beat him as well. You know, and that's it. So, like I said, I am in the back of my mind. I am eyeing up a rematch with Johnny, but I am focused on one fight at a time. Thank you.
Which is really like he was kind of speaking his from just about how we're kind of really and really just sort of living in your brother's shadow he really just kind of talked about how confident he is because he's going to beat you, just given that he's in the newer weight class and stuff. What do you say to him, just considering that your runs are kind of different, and just considering that all is going to be on you in the main event on Friday? And what is your response to that?
Him saying it being a new weight class, or being his weight class that he's more comfortable in, he hasn't showed me anything different. So when he fought Shipman 6-7 weeks ago, there was no difference compared to him fighting at light heavyweight. He never came down, he wasn't faster, he wasn't making better decisions, his technique weren't better. So him saying it being a new weight division, all of a sudden is better, I don't see the evidence that back that up.
Shady.
Fabian Shay with MMA Dungeon. How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
When you spoke to Ariel Helwani 2 months ago, you told him that all you know about your opponent is that he's fought Impa twice and that he's a southpaw. Since then, how much film study have you done, or what have you done to prep? Do you know more than just those two aspects about him, or are you one of the fighters who kind of preps the same regardless of the opponent?
I think for myself, it's about me being better than what I was 7 weeks ago. But I have watched Josh, me and my team have watched him. We've seen his strength, his weakness, and we've been working on that for the last 6-7 weeks now. So yeah, we know what he's gonna do.
Very nice. Josh has a hot sauce on the market by the name of Angry Barbarian. After the fight, would you guys shake hands, and would you accept a bottle of hot sauce from him if offered?
Bottle of hot sauce. I don't know if the hot sauce is nice or not. So if it's nice hot sauce, maybe, but if not, I ain't having it.
All right, we'll wait and see. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Lorenzo.
Fabian, it's great to talk to you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but before your last fight, it had been a few years since you had last fought in the United States. This will now be your second fight in a row in the States. How do you enjoy the fight weeks in the U.S. so far?
I enjoy just seeing the different places, but I ain't gonna lie, the time zone has been getting me. So me and my team made sure we came out early, and we've adjusted to it now, but America is nice,
I always feel like you just mentioned, time zone changes and stuff like that. I always feel like that's something that's easily overlooked when people, obviously hindsight's always 2020 with fight results, but just in terms of preparation, I feel like that's very overlooked by the casual fan. How important is that? How important of a role does that play in your preparation?
Yeah, it's important. I could have came out on Monday, but by the time the fight came around, I'll still be jet lagged. So to be jet lagged and then go out there and scrap another man in front of people for 15 minutes, you've got to make sure your recovery and your rest is on point. So the casual fan that's never done it before, they won't know the feeling, but it's the important part. And like I said, I'm happy that I came out earlier.
And last from me here, Fabian, there's been a lot of excitement coming out of the UK in terms of MMA in recent years. I always wonder if that's something that helps to fuel you and maybe further motivate you to become a world champion with the PFL and keep representing the UK like that?
Yeah, no, definitely. To be one of the main guys out of the UK and to represent is a big thing. So bringing back a PFL World Tournament belt is a massive thing. It's going to inspire the other guys in the gym and around the UK. So yeah, it's a big thing.
Thanks for your time, Fabian. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mills, we got time for 2 questions.
Rude boy, bumper car, everything. How you doing, man? MMA Locker Room, part of Pub Sports Radio. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good.
Man, it seemed like you kind of put your name out there. Last one over Impa Kasagami, won inside the second round. You put that power on display. How does the assassin get the win this Friday?
I get in by just being the better fighter. And like I said to your man over there, whether Josh is tough enough to stay in it for 15 minutes or whether he's not, I don't know. But the answers will be found out on Friday. But yeah, the skills will be on display.
Got it. Last one for me. Who's some of the training partners that you've been keeping close in tune with this camp session to implement Josh Silveira for you?
I've been having Tom Breeze. He's a big southpaw, good grappler. My brother obviously Leon southpaw. Another kid Farshad. big Iranian lad, you know, strong, good grappling. So I've structured it where I've just had the right work, you know, and I think that's prepped me great for this fight on Friday.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Fabian. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, give me just a second, and I'm going to go grab Mr. Phil Davis.